Hi everybody, this is Dave Aquino with Value Charts, and this is the free video for Friday, September 2nd, 2016. So we are trading SPX. You can see we get a bullish reaction today after the non-farm payrolls number. Now it came in a little bit under the consensus estimate, but it was still positive, 150 plus thousand. Enough so I think the market felt good that it wasn't an extreme number, and that it kind of gives support to the Fed for raising interest rates if they choose to, and even if it's just 1/4%, I think the markets can absorb that. So again, we got a gap up today. We're actually halfway filling the gap and we're bouncing here. I really think the markets are going to end the day probably a little bit higher than where we are now, maybe up 0.5% overall. That lends us to what our focus is. Where are we going with this next week? So right now we actually have a bullish put credit spread. The short strike at 21.50. This is the 21.25 spread that we had on that expires today. So we should get maximum profit there. I think for the 11-hour option that expires on Tuesday, which is traditionally our Monday expiration, I think that credit spread's in good shape also. We're about, what's that, 28 points away from that short strike. So I think next week, for the first couple of days, you're going to continue to move a little higher, maybe even test the previous highs, again, right around 21.93. If not, we could actually make a little bit of a move higher on Tuesday and then start a sell-off. So there are two avenues here going into the busier part of the late summer into early fall. We can either pull back from right here, or we could break above 21.93, go higher, and then pull back in October. So if you break lower from here, September will have the pullback. If we got a little bit higher, then our pullback can happen in October. I really think by the end of the year the markets may push a little bit higher, and then you might get a substantial correction either in January or February, but it's a little hard to tell. So right now we're just looking out in the next month or two and looking for a slight correction, possibly September or maybe even October. So join me in the trading rooms and take advantage of our income trades that we can kind of reel in this weekly premium, which is almost every day now. So again, good trading so far. These things look to be successful. These are our credit spreads for the week. You can see here is maximum profit on SPX, maximum profit on Amazon, and close to getting closer to maximum profit on IBB, which is the biotech ETF. Looking to make maximum profit here on Tuesday in SPX again at 21.50. So everybody have a great Labor Day weekend, and we will see you in the trading rooms on Tuesday.